Alright, so I've been wanting to make this video for the longest. Alright, so this goes out to all my no-fap guys. I want to say fuck you, alright? In the nicest way possible, no disrespect. But these videos have made me subconsciously so self-aware of my human nature as a human being that I have begun to have disgust for lust. And no, I have not beat lust, but the no fapping videos were just atrocious to my mindset, bro. Every time I would see a no fap video, bro, I'm like, damn, bro, I'm not them, bro. I'm not them, bro. Like for real, like I'm not them niggas. I cannot do that shit because going 5 days without no fapping to me, it it's possible. Like I done it before, but it's just like, bruh, like shit. You don't see all these cheeks in my face and shit. Like, yeah, have self control. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but like, nigga, like, fuck, like, and bro, and this is why no fap is important. But I'm starting this video by saying no fap has cursed me with thoughts of being tormented of being less than, bro. These no fap videos have made me feel like complete shit. I feel like I was the worst of the worst, bro. Once dude say if you can't go without 5 days, something wrong with you. I'm like, 5 days? What about a day? For me, I mean like, you know what I'm saying? Like at least I get that 1 in the morning and I'll be good. That's all I need is just that one, just so it can clear me out. Because Father God, you have blessed these women with beautiful bodies, bro. Thank you. But at the same time, please bless these women with beautiful minds and souls, because like we are going through a crisis, a war crisis, bro. Like this this lust, it's not just about relationships. It's not just about sex, excuse me, but it's not just about that. It's not just about having a woman and wanting to fill up on her. Because one thing I know is, even if you do have a woman, she's not gonna want to get intimate with you if you don't know how to talk to her, if you don't know how to talk to her mind, right? So this is something that my woman has been showing me low key. Like she has been, hey, what's the reason for you to be this sexual? Like, and then she ignores me, and it's like it makes me think a lot. And I'm kind of giving too much shit. Like, I feel stupid as fuck, but it's the lust part, right? Because I couldn't catch myself being lustful whole time. Always when I'm talking to this woman, because I'm lustful. It's because I wanted, like, I just, it's like, and then it's not for the fact that every time I'm trying to talk to her, I'm trying to have sex. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I only think about her in the ways of lust. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mine, right? But when you say that, right, what is mine, so you have to come with, okay, who is me? Who is the person that owns this person, right? Who is the person that is calling this woman theirs, right? And what do I do for her? Because, like, it's just like any other relationship. It's like having a dog, basically. And I ain't trying to compare a woman to a dog, but it's like, okay, if you have this dog, right, you don't take it out, you don't pay attention to feeding it, you don't pay attention to the emotions of the dog, you don't play with the dog. It's like you're gonna have a dog that's pretty, like, I mean, dogs are very amazing though. Dogs will still love you through even all that abuse you put them through, and that's pretty crazy. I'm like, this is why a woman is not a dog. I'm not trying to make that comparison to you know be harmful, but I'm making a comparison to say that even if you own something, you have to still appreciate it. You still have to do stuff for it. You still have to be nice, be gentle with it. Because if you're not gentle with your stuff, you're gonna break it. And this is why no fap comes into hand. Because if you're constantly trying to get that urge out and be aggressive, right? Like, you can have that conversation between you and your partner about whatever the temperament should be between you guys, but if you don't know how to be gentle and how to talk, and right, because now these men are calling it simp. You're a simp. You're pillow talking. In reality, you're doing a thing that requires you and your lover to come on a level, right? You ain't just talking to your woman like it's a nigga on the street, right? You can do that, but it's like, what's the purpose, bro? It's not a nigga on the street you talk to. This is your lover, your partner. You get what I'm saying? So that pillow talking and all the other stuff. No, don't do that to random women. Like you just trying to get with them, pillow talking. You doing that, like you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. But for a woman, you have to be gentle with them because this is who you chose. This is your prize, right? This is the woman that you chose to be with you for the, you know, or whatever y'all got going on, whatever relationship y'all got going on. I hope y'all figure it out, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as a man, no fap will hinder you tremendously, only for the fact that, fapping, you just have to be yourself, right? It's really hard to say this to somebody because if you know that you're doing something too much, you know you're doing it too much, you need to stop. You know what I'm saying? And this goes with fap, just fapping in general. If you know it's too much for you, can't control yourself, having all these thoughts, you need to stop. But if you're doing it for a reason like you frustrated, you can't really like, and just that one time is a one time, you still will encounter problems with that because you still get the clarity after you didn't do the deed. But it's really, you should wait until your wife. You should be patient enough and wait till your wife. But that's not kind of realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's not realistic to like orgasm. You know, it's not realistic to not have ever orgasm before you meet a woman. Like you should at least experience that by yourself. You know what I'm saying? That is like, I don't know because if you think about it, if you were to actually listen to God 100% and nobody experienced orgasms until they got into marriage, into actual marriage, do you know how much more closer you would be to that person? I don't know. Is that, no, that's just a theory. That's just a theory. But at the same time, no fapping is very important. But at the same time, you have to know when to do something for yourself. When to like, okay, I think it's time that I can use this because, man, all I can focus about is this. You know what I'm saying? All I can focus about is that. So I need it. You know, like, it's just, I gotta get this out the way. And then back onto your business. Only way that can hinder you is if you constantly think about that night. Like, oh, I can't wait till I get home till I do it. You know what I'm saying? And you constantly think about fapping as a reward, right? Because if you think it's a reward, then you're gonna try to treat yourself to it every night or every blue moon. And it's something that it's like, but you see it as something that you have to, because you're spilling your seed, you're spilling your life force. Let's put it to perfect perspective of what you're actually doing when you do that. You're sweating, you sweating everywhere, you losing energy, you wasting energy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people might do that and come back and feel refreshed, feel totally amazing. But most of the time I do. But it's like when you do it, like when you have sessions, you know what I'm saying? Them long sessions where he's like, man, this one deep, bro. I gotta, like, you going to these long sessions of trying to relieve yourself. And now you, after you done, you going to sleep, you tired, you probably ain't moving for the whole day after that. You know what I'm saying? It's those things that you shouldn't do. And especially just looking at naked, just looking at the bodies of people, uncovered bodies of people, just to feel something for yourself, it's kind of lame as fuck. Like, if you think about the shit, it's lame. And it's lame to do it in person, because in person, it's like a disgust factor also, bro. That's why you should wait for your partner, because I feel like it's disgusting. It all becomes disgusting once you really know what love is, right? And yes, like, you may feel animalistic in a moment to, like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do the dirty deed. I'm gonna get it done. I don't care. This I need this. It becomes a selfish thing because you need it, right? But if you know how to be mature and wait until love and wait until this stuff, and right, it sounds corny as fuck because who does this nowadays? That's old time ways. Who does this now? You got OnlyFans, you got all these different sites, you got all these different women. Who is gonna sit here and actually be patient and wait until a significant other come by? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just have a friend, a F with B. I might as well trick on the strippers, right? And I don't see the importance of actually waiting. Now they mind, your mind will get messed up because you're dealing with women, and these women are gonna give you insecurities, right? Because what woman would do you know that allows herself to just give herself to a random man? You might say, shit, I know a whole bunch of them, right? But these insecurities are passed down. After you sleep with this woman, now you got a little bit of that insecurity, and now when I separate, you got even more insecurity because it's not meant for people to just find this wife and find that wife and go over here to that wife. It's not meant for that. God didn't make us like that. I haven't read nothing in history. We have practiced having multiple wives, but that's not something that we really should be doing, because the practice itself always leads to a woman getting abused. You know what I'm saying? It's always some type of abuse there. Emotional abuse. You either emotional abusing your woman because now you got this woman, that woman, that woman. So if you really do care about your partner, your significant other, you're going to want to only value that person. You know what I'm saying? You only go like the same way how if you're a man, right, and you give a woman, but she wants that man, she wants that man, she wants that man. You ain't gonna really feel like, damn, bro, like you need to slow down. Like, you get what I'm saying? So if you put yourself in different perspectives, you start to understand where a person is coming from. But at the same time, you need to know, you need to have discernment of when to do it and when not to do it. Because I started this whole video about lust and nofap, and trust me, I know it's hard out here. It's hard because shit is hard for me, and it's like, damn. So it's like, you need to understand that you can control your lust and you can conquer it. You don't have to go to that woman, go to this woman, go to that. You really don't even have to watch videos to help yourself out. But if you choose to, just know you're gonna have that clarity. You're gonna feel like a trash human being afterwards, and you're gonna constantly be thinking about these people, the woman you saw on the screen, just so you can go back again. So it can become an addiction, right? You don't want it to become an addiction. You don't really want to even have to view it in the first place, right? Because you want to be the ladies' man. You want to have a person that loves you. So excuse my little what's it? Hypocritical little thought there, being a ladies' man. But you want to be somebody that somebody values, right? So just because you're gonna own nofap, it doesn't make you successful. Just because you were not doing that at all doesn't make you successful. I just saw that on the YouTube thing, and I feel like I have to give my take on that, because honestly, when you do become pure, right, and you do sustain and be what's celibate, right, it doesn't make you automatically successful. You still have to give effort there. You still have to use that energy towards somewhere, right? And so you can do it towards reading, art, gaming, creating YouTube. You can use that energy and create yourself a life towards work, towards business, towards whatever you want to do. You can use that extra energy and create something for yourself. Now, every time you see something about a ball player going down, a musician going down, it always has something to do with relationship, woman, lust. Always has something to do with drugs, addiction. It's that inability to control themselves inside of something they desire. You get what I'm saying? So this is why I feel like the nofap videos, they're helpful, but they're harmful. Because if you don't have the right mindset, even thinking about this while you're trying to not do it, you're gonna mess up anyway, right? And then you're gonna feel really shitty. But if you know better, and if you mess up and you fall down again, just know you can get back up. You can try again the next day. This is something my grandma tell me. Don't focus on tomorrow. Just focus on getting through the day. And that's the most important part, bro. You have to focus on getting through the day. You don't have to focus on 5 days ahead of time. You don't have to focus on next year if you're gonna not do it again. You have to get through the day, right? So I'm gonna cut it off right here. I say, hey, nofap people, please chill. You know, please be a bit more sensitive into the human brain and how we condition ourselves, because you know we have human nature, right? And we just can't tell ourselves we're gonna go against all our human nature without actually having a solution there to help us with it, right? Instead of just nothingness, self-control. And in reality, yes, you are supposed to have self-control, because if you don't, you will lose everything. You lose everything you ever had. If you don't have self-control, say goodbye to your entire life. Say goodbye to the money you had. Say goodbye to the women you have acquired. Say goodbye to the business. Self-control is the only thing that makes you persist in life. Leave a like, subscribe, comment.